Hello, friends. It is time for Monday Night Muses, live from New York and New Hampshire. I've got Dan and Faith here. I'm going to have a little theme song roll up for them. Excited. Dan and Faith are awesome, wonderful humans that I met through two organizations that we mutually were involved with, GoGirlsMusic.com and NERFA, Northeast Regional Folk Alliance. They just embody everything that's beautiful and wonderful about the folk community, which is both really good music, really intricate and exciting music and acoustic instruments and harmony, as well as these like community, like what I call folk values, you know, community and environmentalism and showing up for what is right. And every time I see them, they have like 50 new songs to share. Every time I've heard you guys do a set, it's been new and different. You're like, oh, we just wrote this one, let's do this one, and it's so cool. The other thing I want to share with you guys is that Dan and Faith themselves host a series. They host a Wednesday, every other Wednesday song swap that's online, so you should absolutely follow them so you can check in on that. And when things are open up, they host this great songwriter circle series, which involves prompts from the audience, and then each songwriter has to go write a song based on the last episode's prompt. And I gotta tell you, 2 songs have come out of this for me that are really good, that are keepers. And one of them, So Much of Me, is on my new album and like gets requested all the time. So these guys are the reason that So Much of Me and Road Trip exist. So thank you. Anyway, I'm gonna get the heck out of the way and allow them to share their music with you. I'm really excited. I know you're gonna love them. This is Dan and Faith. Bye!
That was fun.
I've never had a theme song before with us mentioning it. That was cool. Thank you, Rorie. It is a delight to be on here this evening. And as she mentioned, we are coming to you live from Charlestown, New Hampshire. And I think we do have a few new songs in here that I suspect Rorie hasn't heard. Let's get the headphones off.
Need the headphones for chatting with Rorie ahead of time, but
it's a lot more comfortable without them.
So, Rorie mentioned prompt songs. Well, we have a lot of them probably tonight. So, we'll start off with a little song about where we live and why we live here. A perfect summer morning. Air is crisp and sweet. Blue skies overhead and people in the streets. This is why we live in New England. Why we put up with all the snow.
All that snow.
A perfect day in New England. It's like nothing else we know. Winters are long. That certainly is true. Snuggle up together. Ride those storms through. Soon enough, winter winds give way to spring. That's when our hearts begin to sing. This is why we live in New England. Why we put up with all the snow.
Too much snow.
A perfect day in New England. It's like nothing else we know. Those dog days of summer, sticky and hot. Here those are rare. Down south they are not. And when they have gone and passed us by, crisp air returns. Beneath clear skies, this is why we live in New England. Why we put up with all the snow.
Enough with the snow.
A perfect day in New England. It's like nothing nothing else we know. Autumn brings bright colors, sets the hills ablaze. Fading light reminds us of coming shorter days. Harvest yields its bounty as we gently sigh. Another year is ending, passing us by. This is why we live in New England, why we put up with all the snow.
No more snow.
A perfect day in New England, it's like nothing else we know. This land is warm and welcoming, as a sweet embrace could be. Winter storms bring sleepless nights, but that's okay with me. Sit by the fire on a chilly night. When we are together, all is right. And still we embrace New England, even when there's too much snow. For those perfect days in New England are the sweetest we'll ever know. Yes, those perfect days in New England, they're the sweetest we'll ever know.
And yeah, if you lived in Laconia, you know all too well. Yep.
So you'll see us swapping instruments quite a lot.
Yeah, I was starting out with my acoustic bass guitar
And
switching to the mandolin now.
this is a really nice little mandolin.
Oh, this one's a sweetheart.
She's 102 years old.
Yep, she was born in 1919. She's a beautiful Gibson A that I adore, and she does not leave the house. There's no way I'm taking her out to gigs. She stays home and records. But since we're doing all this online stuff,
She gets to play a lot.
she gets to play, and she's enjoying it. So, and well, that tells you a little bit about where we are. Now we'll tell you a little bit about who we are. Ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. A 5-star gourmet feast served on silver platter. Lightly salted air pop popcorn from a mixing bowl. Fresh baked bread, the flour for which was ground this very morning. Microwave veggie burger on store-bought roll. Fancy sushi takeout, a parking lot picnic. Multi-day old bagels, impossible to chew.
Any food is comfort food if we're eating it together. I love to get comfortable with you.
I love to be laid back,
Right at home, relaxed and settled in. As long as I've got you by my side, comfort's gonna win.
old car bench seat, your knees pressed to the dashboard. Jarring dive-boat deck chair as we bounce across the sea. Extra heavy wooden couch that herniates the movers. Windy frozen chairlift when you're teaching me to ski. A funky groovy beanbag chair you have to lift me out of. Wooden front porch rocker, damp with morning dew.
Any chair's a comfy chair if we can sit together. I love to get comfortable with you.
I love to be
Laid back, right at home, relaxed and settled in. As long as I've got you by my side, comfort's gonna win.
Tuxedo and wedding gown, fancy South Shore hotel. Blue jeans and sweatshirts across the campus quad. Summer shorts and t-shirts on Winnipesaukee beachfront. Sleep shirts, sweats and slippers when heads begin to nod. Hippie skirt, my dress shirt, our first attempts at stage wear. Parkas, snow pants, long johns to keep from turning blue.
Any clothes are comfy clothes if we can be together. I love to get comfortable with you.
I love to be
Laid back, right at home, relaxed and settled in. As long as I've got you by my side, comfort's gonna win.
My life's a comfy life
When we are together, I love to get comfortable with you.
It's true.
I love to get comfortable with you.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got We got a seasonal one. Seems appropriate given that we're in the middle of autumn.
Yeah, well, there was a little bit of autumn in sweet New England, but
Yeah.
too much snow.
Yeah. Which, autumn in New England, you might end up with snow.
Yep.
Anybody from upstate New York knows that too, because I remember as a kid, snow in early October. And
I remember snow on Memorial Day, too. So.
well, you're there. There's that. One of my brothers remembers snow on his birthday, which is July 5th. Thankfully, I don't know that.
So I spent part of my childhood in western Massachusetts. I was actually born in New York City in Queens. We moved to the Berkshires when I was 4. We moved to Manhattan when I was 12. And then I went to school in Troy, New York. So we both went there.
Yep.
That's where we met. But while we were living in Massachusetts, we lived in this big old house that had an enormous maple tree out front. And this time of year is leaf raking season, and it's leaf diving into the leaf pile season.
He and his brother used to rake up all the leaves and then take a 5-foot ladder and dive off of it into the snow. Into
the leaves from one tree. So this is a little memory of my growing up with my brother. It's called Falling into Autumn Leaves. Growing up, the two of us didn't always get along. In a place where we felt we never quite belonged. Rode our bikes, went on hikes everywhere in town. Quiet of the Berkshire Hills echoed all around. Full moon rising over empty fields. Tree trunks standing, lonesome and revealed. Pleasant smell of wood smoke drifts upon the breeze, falling into autumn leaves. Off to New York City with people everywhere. New schools and new friends, smog heavy in the air. We teamed up to tell stories, your words, my photographs. Went to movies, jazz clubs, had ourselves some laughs. Full moon rising over empty fields. Tree trunks standing, lonesome and revealed. Pleasant smell of wood smoke drifts upon the breeze, falling into autumn leaves. College years, different towns, becoming better friends. Visit one another, the good times we had then. Years have passed, temples gray, still it brings me joy to think about when we were just little boys. The truth is I miss those bygone days. That big old maple tree, the leaves in which we played, snow forts in the winter, the world all seemed brand new. Most of all I miss spending time with you. Full moon rising over empty fields, tree trunks standing, lonesome and revealed. Pleasant smell of wood smoke drifts upon the breeze, falling into autumn leaves. Never in my life have I been so at ease as when we were young and falling into autumn leaves. For David.
All right. No, I definitely do. I go from the largest instrument to the smallest one. All right.
So yeah, good memories of. They actually, we drove by that old house. Most recently, it's been a medical center.
Yeah.
It changed hands a few times after we moved out of there, but
Unfortunately, they've cut the tree down.
yeah,
but
the
it
tree
was
was there
there for years.
a couple of years ago. It was still
Yeah.
there, but this tree was so big that the two of us, we were small, but putting our arms out and around the tree trunk, we couldn't touch fingers. It was massive. It was right outside my bedroom window. So.
And I've seen the tree. It really is huge, and I'm sad that they had to cut it down. But I'm sure there was a good reason for it. But
I'm sure it was pretty close to the end of its days.
oh, probably. So Rorie mentioned that we write songs from prompts based, from the songwriter showcase that we've invited her to, and I love that we feel like godparents to so many songs, and very happy that Rorie's had good reception from both of the ones that she did with us. It makes us feel good to know that new songs are out there because of our songwriter series. This next song comes from a song prompt of one's earliest memories. Well, my earliest memories are really boring and not terribly interesting to make a song out of. So I started thinking about what would happen if we had a song from the point of view of a person whose memories are changing on a regular basis. So this is dedicated to anyone who is dealing with friends or loved ones with dementia. Ready? Hello, Melissa. Kind of you to come today. Delighted to see my granddaughter. I know you can't stay. I remember when you were born, your mother's exhausted pride. Now I hear that soon you will be a blushing bride. Enjoy your wedding day, songs you sing and games you play, stories you can tell to your own grandkids someday. You are so dear to me, can I pour you a cup of tea? Come again another day. Hello, young lady, kind of you to come today. You look so much like my daughter, could I convince you to stay? I remember my daughter's birth, she was such a vivacious girl. Do you know where she is living now? My mind is such a whirl. I remember her 5th birthday, songs she sang and games she played. I hope she'll have kids of her very own someday. She is so dear to me, can I pour you a cup of tea? Come again another day. Hello, young lady, kind of you to come today. Have we met before? I feel I should ask you to stay. I really can't remember much. You have such a friendly face. Could I ask a simple question? Do you live in this place? I remember my 4th birthday, songs I sang and games I played. I'm afraid that's all I can remember today. You are so good to me, can I pour you a cup of tea? Come again another day. Hello, young lady, kind of you to come today. Yeah. All right. And yeah, from the point of view of the singer, it's a very happy song. From the point of view of the audience, not so much.
Yeah. Watching one of my cousins go through that with Parkinson's and starting to affect his brain. Sadly, it only got so far before COVID took him. These times.
Yeah, and speaking of people that we have lost.
Yes.
Because of COVID.
So I wrote this last summer to honor the conscience of the Congress, Representative John Lewis. He marched with Martin Luther King. He was nearly beaten to death on the Edmund Pettus Bridge and was a voice for social justice.
And went on to be just an outstanding member of Congress who fought for justice and people.
And voting rights.
And voting rights.
There's a
especially
bill
voting rights. There's a bill
named for him.
pending that if we can get it through the Senate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Would.
This is called Walk with the Wind. So on the day of his funeral, an essay was published in the New York Times. He wrote it with the instructions that it be published on that day. And so I used his words for much of this. Walk with the wind. John Lewis said, walk where others fear to tread. Change is coming day by day. Find good trouble, walk with the wind. Follow your heart, stand up for your beliefs. Fear is a prison until you start to speak. It's time for us to march, have our say, with love in our hearts, leading the way. Walk with the wind. John Lewis said, walk where others fear to tread. Change is coming day by day. Find good trouble, walk with the wind. Hate has no place, no matter the price. Stand and be counted, though there be sacrifice. In the darkest hours of the longest night, raise your voice, march to the light. Walk with the wind. John Lewis said, walk where others fear to tread. Change is coming day by day. Find good trouble, walk with the wind. Now he's marching with Martin and Gandhi too, with all of the heroes who showed us the truth. They all got in trouble, good trouble I'm sure. The train of change is coming, climb aboard. In the city and the country, young and old are rising, black and white and brown joining hands. Raising our voices, we start to sing. Bells chime and freedom rings. Walk with the wind. John Lewis said, walk where others fear to tread. Change is coming day by day. Find good trouble, walk with the wind. Walk with the wind. John Lewis said, walk where others fear to tread. Change is coming day by day. Find good trouble, walk with the wind. Find good trouble, walk with the wind.
I got lost at the end.
It's all right. I didn't.
It's all good. I managed not to go too far off the tracks. So.
Yeah, I think you aren't playing on this one at all.
Oh, right. I
You're
can
just singing.
I can put the bass down.
Yep.
Yep.
And I can pick up the banjo.
Dan can pick up the banjo.
All right.
And yeah, I don't know that Rory has ever seen Dan play banjo. So.
Sounds like it might be in tune, which is kind of a rarity for a banjo, but
Yeah.
so for those who aren't really intimately familiar with the 5-string banjo, the banjo has a drum head. All of the strings are tuned against a bridge that floats on the drum head. You change the tension on one string,
It changes
they
all
all
the
go
others.
somewhere else.
It's a miracle that a banjo ever gets in tune. So, and because we've got this banjo, we've started putting some banjo songs into our sets.
Yep. And we have one song recorded for the next album.
Yep,
That's a banjo
that's right.
song. It's not one we're doing tonight because we did that one the other day and I decided to do a different one tonight.
Yeah.
So this is a little coal mining song. Boss man says dig a hole in the ground, deep black hole in the ground. He stays up while we go down, deep black hole in the ground. Dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole in the ground. Deep black hole in the ground. Dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole in the ground. There's coal in that deep dark ground. Coal in that deep dark ground. Way down in that deep dark mine. Deep black hole in the ground. Danger's never far behind. Deep black hole in the ground. Dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole in the ground. Deep black hole in the ground. Dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole in the ground. There's coal in that deep dark ground. Coal in that deep dark ground. Foreman says gotta organize. Deep black hole in the ground. Go on strike for someone dies. Deep black hole in the ground. Dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole in the ground. Deep black hole in the ground. Dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole in the ground. There's coal in that deep dark ground. Coal in that deep dark ground. Walk that picket line, have your say. Deep black hole in the ground. Live to see another day. Deep black hole in the ground. Dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole in the ground. Deep black hole in the ground. Dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole in the ground. There's coal in that deep dark ground. Coal in that deep dark ground. No more coal until we win. Deep black hole in the ground. Till that day we won't go in that deep black hole in the ground. Dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole in the ground. Deep black hole in the ground. Dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole in the ground. There's coal in that deep dark ground. Coal in that deep dark ground. Dig a hole.
Yeah. And yeah, it sounds like we had quite the band going out there. Yeah, when we do that one live, we invite people to sing along on the on all the refrains and the chorus.
Yep.
And one of the beautiful things is when we first started doing that song, it was COVID, so we didn't have anybody singing along. But this summer, we were playing in front of live audiences, and we had people singing, and it was awesome.
Yep, it's a real treat to have people singing along, especially when they're in the same room.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Or under the same tent, which was mostly this summer. Every show we've done since things opened up some have been outdoors.
Pretty much been outdoors, yeah.
But,
so and little a cappella tune for the end of a relationship called "Saying Goodbye."
When it's time to say goodbye to an old and faithful friend.
When she's gone as far as she can go and this is the end.
We'll think about the good times.
And the places that we've seen.
As they haul her off to meet her end, now called recycling. Her once fine threads are frayed and wearing thin.
And her sure footing, well, it's dancing round again.
Incontinence leaving puddles.
Behind her on the floor.
Lost her wipers.
Hubcaps.
And fuel filler door. We get attached to our cars. They say a lot about who we are. But when it's time to say goodbye,
we leave 'em with the used car guy.
Or send 'em to the crusher by and by. I miss my old VW Bug. All those vacuum lines and spark plugs, heater boxes,
carburetor.
Fix it yourself and you'll get there.
Well, later.
Each new car we get has new gadgets to try.
That much more to distract us when our task should be to drive.
They have a mind of their own.
Computers, some use the phone.
And a voice in the dashboard tells you how to get back home. We get attached to our cars. They say a lot about who we are. But when it's time to say goodbye,
we leave 'em with the used car guy.
Or send 'em to the crusher by and by. Send their souls to that scrapyard in the sky.
For our dear departed Volvo.
Which died of terminal computer network failure.
Yes.
Of all things.
Of all things.
So that's just fun.
Yep.
We often introduce that as like it's going to be a sad song because it gets people laughing. And one night when a DJ friend of ours during a live show, we had him in tears with a sad song. And then said, what do you have next? Oh, a cheery little number called Saying Goodbye. And it's like, you're killing me.
You're killing me here.
But he was laughing by the middle of the song. So.
And yes, we always listen to Car Talk. We are heartbroken that one of the Mariachi brothers just died.
No, he died a while ago.
Oh, that's right. He died a while
They
ago.
just finally pulled the
show
best
just
ofs.
died.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they were talking about 1970s cars
I
on the
know.
reruns. It was
I
kind of
know.
time, but
It was, but
they should hire our friend Rob Siegel to do that show.
oh, that would be awesome.
He's the hack mechanic on Facebook and everywhere else.
Yeah.
And great folk singer and stunningly good writer about automotive things.
Yep.
Anyway,
All right.
so many years ago, I surprised Faith one morning with a song on her birthday.
I was about to say it wasn't just a surprise; it was my birthday present. So, guys, surprise anybody. Surprise your partner with a birthday song that you wrote for them. It is the most meaningful present you can ever give, and now we have it as a duo. So,
Ready?
yep. You might want to.
Yeah, I gotta.
Capo.
I think the
We're a little
capo's a
buzzy
little
here.
loose here.
Yeah.
Let's try that again.
That's better.
I close my eyes and dream of unknown places, of fairy tales and nightmares in technicolor hues, crowds filled with strange familiar faces, starlit skies and empty spaces, and I find you.
A hidden path within the mazes, vivid colors hidden within the morning dew. Moon shines bright in all its phases. In deep blue dreams, I will find you.
Through the years, these dreams recur. I've seen this all before. Yes, it's true, some nights life seems just a blur. But for the time I spend with you,
The days and nights they slip away. Still I can't feel sad or blue. And though our hair is turning gray, in my dreams I dream of you.
it seems a lifetime since that day, and yet it also seems the time just flew together as we work and play. Forever in my dreams, forever I love you. I love you.
Yeah, that was an awesome birthday present. Love it. A bit of spoken word.
We're going to let Faith do one of her spoken word pieces. She does these really well, and I've occasionally been sneaking these into the sets because I like to hear them.
Yeah. And we actually have a lot of songs about Dan's father. And we have a song that mentions my mother, both of whom are gone a number of years now. And my father as well is gone. My father doesn't seem to lend himself to song, but he seems to lend himself to poetry. I've got a couple of poems about him. So, and to give you some idea, my father was a traveling accountant, which is not normally what you find. So this is, Daddy is a traveling man. Daddy is a traveling man. He's on the road a lot. There's not much business here at home. The road is all he's got. Daddy, what'd you bring me? Daddy, where'd you go? Daddy, what'd you see out there as you traveled to and fro? Oh, my darling daughter, I have seen such wonders odd and rare. When lightning hit the tomato truck, tomato sauce everywhere. Pheasants with glasses, snow so deep it buried my pickup truck. And I brought you my favorite paperclip. It's sure to bring you luck. Well, we thought these were all tall tales until we read the news of pheasants wearing goggles to narrow down their views. They're raised in close captivity in crowded feedlot pens. If they can't see the crowd around, they won't peck their feathered friends. A few of them escaped the farm and were seen about by day. Daddy had encountered one as he drove along his way. And he brought us home a picture of a mound of snow quite high. The truck antenna's topmost inch was all that we could spy. So if pheasants with glasses do exist and buried trucks were true, then maybe lightning could have hit and tomato sauce ensued. So I keep that lucky paperclip to remind me of my dad, of all the stories he would tell and the adventures that he had. Daddy, what'd you bring me? Daddy, where'd you go? Daddy, what'd you see out there as you traveled to and fro? And those are all actual stories that Dad came home with.
Yep.
And many others.
Yeah.
But those are the ones that stick in my mind most.
There are always stories.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting thought. That it would make a good children's story.
It could. Yeah, that could be fun.
That could be fun. Somebody to draw up some pages for it.
With tomatoes blowing out of a truck. Oh, that could be fun.
That could be a lot of fun. Thank you. Well, since we're on the sort of topic of food,
Yes.
we'll go from here to a little bit about our diet, which is different than a lot of people, so they're becoming more common.
Thankfully, it's becoming more common. It's a lot easier to eat out these days.
So we'll sing you a little song about eating and what we eat.
Yep.
Ready?
Yep.
Raw kale salad. My fingers just went flying. Hang on a sec. We'll do that again.
Reset.
Raw kale salad. Steamed collards too. That's what we vegans call comfort food. Black beans served atop brown rice. Jalapeno peppers make it taste so nice. For us, it's nature's very best.
And chocolate.
Fresh baked bread from whole grains. Salad greens still damp from the rain. Mushrooms broiled from the grill. Fresh basil from the windowsill. For us, it's nature's very best.
And chocolate.
You can have your sugar-laden treats if that's what you really want to eat. There's always something fresh and new in the land of vegan comfort food. Carrots and parsnips all in a stew. Add in turnips, sweet potatoes too. Serve with a salad and asparagus. Nobody starves when they eat with us. For us, it's nature's very best. And chocolate. You can have your sugar-laden treats if that's what you really want to eat. There's always something fresh and new in the land of vegan comfort food. Eating local from the farm, it's healthier and it does less harm. It's rich food with lots of zest. For us, it's nature's very best, like fresh fruit smoothies,
Corn on the cob.
fresh pig tomatoes, and rich dark chocolate. Sorry, screwed up the ending a little bit.
Yep. Chocolate.
So I was thinking about, instead of figuring out where my fingers were going, I was thinking about Teo.
Oh, yes.
So we have our youngest and biggest fans are 4 and 2, and know the lyrics to all of our songs.
And they knew all the lyrics to our latest CD. And then when we went to visit them recently, we gave them our 2 CDs before that so that their moms had something else to listen to besides one CD. And they were listening to vegan comfort food in the car for the first time. And young Teo, the 4-year-old, was expounding about something. And just as he finished his sentence, my voice comes out of the CD player with "and chocolate," and everybody in the car, even the 2-year-old, started cracking up.
Yep.
Good stuff.
Let's see how we're doing on time here. We got a couple more.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So we'll do a little song I wrote about the aftermath. This was written in the aftermath of Parkland. This was written for the students who
the
became
survivors.
student activists
And
are the leaders of tomorrow.
bravo to these kids. We're behind them 100%.
Ready?
Yep.
Years ago, there were marchers in the streets on that Memphis night. A journey incomplete, left behind a legacy. Stand up for what's right. Challenge us. Man, my fingers are not doing well today. I'm sorry. I'm going to start over. There it is.
Sounded fine, so I don't know.
Oh, my ears didn't think it so.
All right.
50 years ago, there were marchers in the streets on that Memphis night. A journey incomplete. That's what's wrong. I'm going to the wrong chord there.
We'll get there yet.
I haven't played this one in a while.
As Rory says, shenanigans.
50 years ago, there were marchers in the streets on that Memphis night. A journey incomplete, left behind a legacy. Stand up for what's right. Challenged us to carry on, marching to the light. They tried to kill the dream. Dreams live forever, reborn into children with nothing left to fear. Passed on as spirit that can never die. History chooses you. This is your time in the footsteps of Gandhi and Martin Luther King. In the darkest hours, the chimes of freedom ring, speaking truth to power, showing us the way. We look to you to lead to a bright new day. Lean on one another when your strength wears thin. It's not a fight you asked for, it's one we must win. It falls on you to speak for your absent friends. Long past time we declare, never again. In the footsteps of Gandhi and Martin Luther King. In the darkest hours, the chimes of freedom ring, speaking truth to power, showing us the way. We look to you to lead to a bright new day. Nothing in your life will ever change, turn sadness into strength, and rise again. Reach out with hope to any who will care. Love is the power that will conquer fear. The footsteps of Gandhi and Martin Luther King. In the darkest hours, the chimes of freedom ring, speaking truth to power, showing us the way. We look to you to lead to a bright new day. speaking truth to power, never turning away. We look to you to lead to a bright new day. Speaking truth to power, never turning away. This is the start of a bright new day for Parkland.
Made it.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah. And I blew a lyric in there that messed things up too. So and yeah, Rory, I thank you.
What did you say?
She mentioned something about this crew has seen her faceplant a few times too. So thank you for that.
Let's jump forward. Let's do There For You and New Vision. I think we can fit both in.
Yeah.
Just.
Work. Yep.
And I need a pick. Ooh, 2 songs with a pick in a row. It never happens. So this is a prompt song. The prompt was road trips. We have a lot of road trip songs. So if you listen closely to the first lyric, you'll understand what I did. When the road trips you up, brings you down, turns your smile into a frown, call me up, I'll come around, I'll be there for you. When the daylight fades to night, when the shadows cause you fright, I'll be there to hold you tight, I'll be there for you. When you need me, I'll be there, I'm the one who'll always care. No need to cry or fear, I'll be there for you. When autumn leaves begin to fall, when you're feeling down and small, you know who you can call, I'll be there for you. When you need me, I'll be there, I'm the one who'll always care. No need to cry or fear, I'll be there for you. When winter skies turn dark and gray, when the blues won't go away, you can call me any day, I'll be there for you. When you need me, I'll be there, I'm the one who'll always care. No need to cry or fear, I'll be there for you. When we're old and moving slow, there is something you will know. There will always be that glow, I'll be there for you. When you need me, I'll be there, I'm the one who'll always care. No need to cry or fear, I'll be there for you. When you need me, I'll be there, I'm the one who'll always care. No need to cry or fear, I'll be there for you.
All right.
All right, we got to get Faith up on her dulcimer for one last song.
Up on my high horse here.
And you haven't seen her play dulcimer yet, so we have to include the dulcimer.
Got to have every instrument get a chance to play.
So There For You is on our latest album, Then and Now, with a drum kit.
Yeah, that one's a bit of a rock around that one.
It's fun. And
Yeah.
you're right?
Yep, I'm fine, and so is the bass.
So hold up the dulcimer for a sec.
Yeah, that's my... Yeah, there we go. Appalachian Mountain Dulcimer.
One of ours.
One of theirs, yep. And
But
the hummingbird sound holes are in honor of my mother, who was a hummingbird net.
And so this song is also on the new album, newest album. In fact, it leads it off, I believe.
I think you may be correct. Because Ramblin' Round ends it. So.
Well, except no, it would have, but Saying Goodbye ends
Saying
it.
Goodbye,
so it raps properly.
but instrumentally it ends it. So.
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah.
Cast aside your deepest fears, worries of your mind. The universe will reveal a path for you to find as we try to organize the burdens of our lives. Set aside the time to seek the wisdom of the light. So laugh together every day will show the way to a bright tomorrow. Let go your cares and listen to the voices of the trees. Lift your arms like branches, reaching for a gentle breeze. When we build walls round ourselves, let them not become a prison. Open doors and windows wide, peace and joy, your new vision. So laugh together every day, though there may be sorrow, only love will show the way to a bright tomorrow. So laugh together every day, though there may be sorrow, only love will show the way to a bright tomorrow. New vision.
Yeah.
And with that, we'll turn it back to Rorie.
Yeah, and thank her greatly for giving us this opportunity to come out and play for you all tonight.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I hope you all enjoyed it. And you can find us as well. I guess the ticker has it, www.danandfaith.com.
Yeah.
And there's a tip jar there. You can also get links off to where our music is.
Yeah, and feel free to sign up on our mailing list. There's
We'd
a
love
link there
that.
to do that. We'd love to. We're very good. We do not sell our mailing lists. We send out a newsletter once a month unless something drastically changes in the middle.
And if you find your way over to our YouTube page, which easiest way is to get there from our website because it's a big, ugly, long thing, please subscribe to our YouTube. There's the midweek song swaps show up there and some of the other shows. And we will have lots and lots of stuff coming up.
Yeah, and if you do go over there and you like what you see, please hit subscribe because we're really, really close to enough subscribers to get youtube.com/danandfaith instead of youtube.com/alphabet salad.
and Rorie says that she
she definitely did not get up to go get a gin and seltzer. I love it. Yeah, we won't tell. It's okay.
Oh, here she comes.
Do you guys have one more to
head-
play
heads
while
up,
I
heads
don't sip
Yeah.
on this gin and seltzer I didn't make myself?
Hello.
Oh, hey. Oh, you were putting your headphones on. Do you guys have one more to play while I definitely don't sip on this gin and seltzer I didn't make myself?
Why don't we play Gray Skies or something?
Yeah.
Either that or let's see what else I had that was like that I skipped over. We could do Simple Grace.
Good.
That would work. You
Yep.
just need a mandolin and needs
Mandolin.
to stand up
Yeah.
here.
I forget you guys are just such polite stage people that you actually finish your sets early. Like no one does this.
Oh, we try to be cognizant of the time.
Thank you for your cognizance. I'm going away to listen.
All right. So we're gonna do Simple Grace. We decided.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, maybe
Let's-
capoed for it and everything.
Yeah, this is a title track off of a few albums ago. Called the album was Simple Grace, and
Funny enough, so it's the song.
so is the song. It sounds like I'm not buzzing, so that's good.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
We come in fear, we come in pain, shedding tears like falling rain. But through it all, it's clear to see the light of love will set us free. Through darkest night, cold and alone, we gather in this humble home as morning breaks with rising sun. Raise our voices, sing as one in this place, this quiet place. filled with memories, filled with grace. The ground below, blue skies above. There is wisdom, there is love. There's beauty all around us, there's hope upon the breeze. All depends on where you focus, it's all in what you see. Celebrate the richness, sunshine and rain. Join in friendship, hope replaces pain. In gentle harmony we sing along. Building community, a common song in this place, this quiet place. Filled with memories, filled with grace. The ground below, blue skies above. There is wisdom, there is love. In this place, this quiet place. Filled with memories, filled with grace. The ground below, blue skies above. There is wisdom, there is love. There is wisdom, there is love. Simple grace.
Yeah. And we'll put our headphones back on so we can hear Rorie.
Woo!
There you go.
Thank you, friends. Oh my gosh. Okay, friends, I think they already did a little bit of this spiel while I was getting my gin and seltzer that I didn't get. But I want to direct you all to the links down below. Please go visit danandfaith.com. That's where you can find pretty much all the things. Please go find them on YouTube in particular and subscribe to them. I too, my Sassafras Tarot channel also doesn't have enough subscribers yet for an actual like fancy URL. And it's frustrating. Subscribe to Dan and Faith on YouTube.
Yeah.
Do that for them.
there.
They deserve it.
And I will double check to make sure that we are subscribed to you as well. So that
Thank you.
So if somebody's asking what's the YouTube, simplest way to get there because it's big and ugly is go to danandfaith.com and in the upper right corner you'll see a little YouTube icon.
I'm going to drop a link
there.
in the chat right this minute.
Okay.
There's the Dan and Faith YouTube.
See?
Go
Isn't
click
that
it and
ugly?
subscribe right meow because you deserve this energy in your life. And because then they can actually have it be like youtube.com/Dan and Faith, which would be so lovely.
Yeah, and everything else we have is Dan and Faith. Twitter and
Facebook.
Instagram, all of it. It's Dan and Faith. And then we have...
Makes it fun. But.
Yeah.
So
Anyway.
also, guys, if you like this, if you enjoyed this broadcast, throw some love in the virtual tip jar. Please feed the musicians. Musicians eat dollars. We can't help it, you
And
know.
chocolate.
Yeah. And dollars are also a vegan option. So it's very comforting. It's definitely a vegan comfort food because it's comforting when you have money. Let's be honest. We've all been through 2020. We know it's true.
Yeah.
Thanks again, Rorie. This has been
This has been a lot of fun.
And thank you to everybody who's been listening in.
And for all the comments, we got to look at some of them while it was going by. But.
And try not to look at too many of them because it took our mind off what we were doing.
Oh my gosh.
We're out of practice on the online stuff again, apparently. So
There's a
on that.
different Dan and Faith YouTube channel that is not you that I just sent people to.
That
It's
would
like
kinda
an
look
anime
ours.
channel
Well,
or
it's hard
something.
to
Hang
say.
on.
Yeah, definitely go to danandfaith.com and just link from there.
Oh gosh,
That's the
yeah, I'm the
easiest
worst. Sorry. I was like, I got this, and I did not get this. In fact, Mercury's like still a little bit in retrograde, y'all.
thing. Yeah, I know, and it shows. So actually, that's the same link. So it must be the right one.
Is it the same link?
Yeah,
Oh, so maybe it is you.
yeah.
Might be.
It looks. I remember
It
the
should have
UK
it should have a pen and ink drawing when you get there.
Yeah.
Of the two
Pen
of
and ink
us.
drawing. Okay.
Yeah.
YouTube go. I'm going to the YouTube channel. Subscribe. This is a different one than the link I put in there. Here's the real link, everybody, for Dan and Faith.
Yeah, that looks more like it with the
Some
dashes
other
in it,
different Dan and Faith just got a subscription from me, so I hope they're nifty.
Yeah, and if not, unsubscribe. So yeah.
We're like, it's so funny. Like this other Dan and Faith account, which is like a small account, is gonna like they have like 8 subscribers or something. They're gonna like wake up and be like, "Wow, who are all these people who subscribed to me overnight? Like I'm going viral."
Yeah. And it started with UC, which I knew that ours started with UC as well. So that must be it.
Oh, right.
Apparently not. So, yeah. Which is why, oh, please, get us over 100.
Yes, please get Dan and Faith over 100. Please
Yeah.
subscribe. Send other people to subscribe to them.
Yeah.
Tell your mom. All right, everybody. Make sure you check out Dan and Faith. Make sure you send some love to their virtual tip jar and go get their music, because you need this music in your life in other ways at other times. And
And we will make sure that it doesn't get caught on a ship somewhere.
all right, thank you guys. You guys are the best. I love getting to hear you. I love just getting to listen to you and soak up the vibes. It feels so good because your music is just like an old warm blanket to me. And you were dear friends that I've known for a long time. So thank you, everyone. I know everyone loved you like crazy. All right, friends, I'm getting out of here, but I'm not really. I'm just ending this broadcast, and then I'm going to start a fresh broadcast, and I am going to sing to you, and we're going to write a ghost story together. That's what's going to happen. And a couple other things. So stick right here on Twitch, and I'll see you soon.
Cool.
Bye, all.
Bye, all.
Oop, guitar.